Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here. Welcome back to the pasthisprime YouTube channel and welcome to Across the Obelisk. So this is a new game that I just picked up and I've had one go at it and just in my own time, and I thought, yeah, this is pretty good. Let's put it on the channel. Let's have a look and see what people think, see if they enjoy it. See if we're going to, play it as a series or just a bit of a one-off. We'll see how we go. Yeah, it's the game reminds me a little bit of something like Darkest Dungeons, or there's plenty of other ones. This is more lighthearted than Darkest Dungeons. Similar sort of concept in a way, but you get cards instead of having standard moves, it's all about a bit of luck as well, drawing cards. It is multiplayer, but you can also play it single, which is what I'm going to do, and which is what I have been doing. So we have a couple of modes. These are locked at the moment. But this one's unlocked straight away, which is the adventure mode. Unveil the histories of Senethia, something like that. Discover new characters, unlock cards, and fight evil bosses in this roguelike adventure. So you can see here, this is one I have already played, but we're going to create a new one so we can see it from the start.
It all started on the princess's 16th birthday, when suddenly, a burst of energy erupted from the princess's chamber and swept through the kingdom of Senethia. The royal guards explored every corner of the castle, but found no sign of her, or Lord Handshake, the court magician. The king sent soldiers all over the kingdom, but none of them returned. The trail of the princess was lost deep in the old forest, near the ancient obelisk that had been dormant for centuries. Desperate, the king proclaimed a royal decree, announcing a reward for whoever brought the princess home safely. The news spread quickly throughout the kingdom. Many groups of adventurers prepared to investigate the obelisk. This is the story of one of those groups.
Okay, you can create a party with any combination of classes, including multiple characters of the same class. Right, so here is our little board game map, and we're going to get multiples of these as we go through. We've got some stuff up here, whatever, current score. We've got 300 coin, 300 shards. We've got no, whatever that is, supplies, and bags empty. Looks like we've got 2 characters at the moment. Now we'll end up with 4. That's what I had before. So we've got Magnus and Reginald. And basically, we're just going to move to the next spot, which is going to be a battle, but this is obviously a tutorial battle. So that's fine. And you can see why I said if you know Darkest Dungeons, you've sort of got this Darkest Dungeons feel, but you've got a card element to it as well. So energy management and cards. You can cast cards until you run out of energy. When you pass the turn, the energy that hasn't been used will be accumulated for the next turn of this hero. That's fine. This box shows the available targets. If there are multiple targets for a card, you'll have to select which one will be affected, but there is only one. But if there is only one, releasing the card will automatically select it. Yeah, okay. So here's our amount of points, actions we've got. So he's got 4, he's got 1. This is our health. This is some sort of boost we've already got. The little arrows here indicate it's my turn, but you've also got your turn order up here saying round 1. This is their cards, but it's hidden. So you can also see the number of turns I've got now and then the end turn. And these are my cards. So this is Magnus's cards. Top of the card, that's the action points needed, taken. So we've got 4 available. That would take 2, that would take 1, that would take 0. We can keep playing cards till we run out of action points, or we can stop and the action points left will be, continued over to the next round as it said. Then you've got, as I said, who can you attack. So front monster, self, hero, which can be any one of your team. I guess that is. Then there's various other ones. If you just have monster, it means you can pick which one. This Magnus usually hits the front with most of his moves. And you got your level of damage. Now, it says 9, but you can see when I highlight it, it's showing 7 on that wolf. I assume that's because he's got some sort of natural protection. You know, because there's all these points up in the corner here when I highlight all the different things and that sort of stuff. He's also got bleed, which doesn't say it will pop up and say immune if he is. So we could easily go and do any of these, but you know, because it's the front one, we can just drop it on the top. So we've now got lose HP at the start of the turn. So the bleed is going to do that. We can now do another attack. All right, so it's going to do another hit. We've got 1 point we can do left. Now we can do a 0. So I can actually put a defend on him. I can also put a defend on myself. And I can also put another defend on myself. And that will actually accumulate. So we're now 19 shield. And I've run out of cards. So not much else to do other than end the turn. And then we'll see it's the wolf's turn now. So monster cards. The cards that monsters are going to cast are hidden by default. The sight effect will reveal these cards, allowing you to plan your movements in anticipation. Some characters can have sight ability, so you can drop a card to look at monsters' cards. If you care to do that. And that's obviously his move, which was blah blah blah. Whatever. Speed and character order. All characters have a speed value, which can be modified by cards, items, and traits. That value established who moves first. In case of a tie, the closest hero to center will have priority. So you can see Magnus had 17, then that wolf had 14, then we're 10, and this wolf has 9. So that's obviously the speed order. Okay, so here's a sight. So this foresight, we could do that to see this wolf's card if we wanted to, like, plan. Okay, well, because he's going to go next, right? So you might want to go, okay, well, let's have a look at his card. He is going to do a chop, front hero, deal 16. So that may give us a decision point what to do. Unfortunately, I've got a ton of heals and 1 flash. So no point healing Magnus. He's got nothing wrong with him. Okay, that only gives us 1 left. So I am just going to do a flash and I'm going to hit this front guy because he's going to do an 8 bleed. The quicker we get rid of one, the better. He's not going to die, but he's bloody close. And we're going to end. We're going to have 1 point, so that'll be helpful to us later. We've also got these things down here, which are sort of like modifiers or items that we're carrying. So we naturally do this. Combat end, all heroes recover 3 HP. Can't remember what he has. We'll see what he has later. We'll end the turn. So this wolf is going to do a chop, but we had a shield, which was good, and it was big enough to do that. Okay, he's got this wolf slain. Combat start. A random hero gains plus, so 1 extra card. Yeah, okay, so a random hero gets an extra card at the combat start. That can be useful sometimes, but other times it can be... Right, so he's going to die next. Start of next turn, he's going to die because this bleed is going to kill him. So the annoying thing is all of our attacks are at the front. So what we could do is save our moves. I mean, we could just do a defend. And... we don't know what he's going to do. I don't have sight. We could put... I'll put another one on him. And then I think I'll just save my 2 points. Because he's going to die anyway. He could heal him though. That's the only thing. Sometimes it does pay to kill because they can heal. I'm just going to hope that he doesn't. Okay. Luckily we had the thing. Alright. So again, I'm going to heal myself. We got a flash. Right, so as I said, the other one's going to die, so I'm going to now hit this one. So I'm moving this card, sort of directing that little wave there. So I'm going to hit that back monster. No point doing that. We can already see there's no moves because he's going to die. So we're going to keep our card, I guess. So he's dead. Now, even though he doesn't move, like in Darkest Dungeon they move forward, he's still the front monster. It's just basically what he is. I'm just going to go straight for this one here because it should be the end. And there we go, we got victory. So that's one down. Now we just move. So it's just like a board game, moving through the areas. You know, you got different paths you can take. You also have a key down here. So you can see here the next one is an event rarity because there is a bit of a story. And looks like after that we're going to go to the article shop, which will be good. And this, so you can see what's all the different things there. So event rolls. Some options will force you to roll in order to determine the result of the action. Each character will use the cards from his own deck. Right. Senanthia's, this is going to be hard to say, Senanthia's Tavern. You arrive at a nearby tavern and there you meet Andron, Reginald's brother. After talking to him for a while, he decides to join your party. In the corner of the tavern, you see a woman who seems to be a mage. It would be nice to have someone like her in the party. Do you want to try and recruit her? Yes, I do. Okay, so Magnus wants to try and convince her. And it says we need to sort of get a roll of 3 or lower. Success probability 100%. Okay. I guess because we're still in sort of tutorial mode, it's going to happen. Oh, it's probably also because we don't have any cards of anything higher than 3. We wouldn't. No, there's no way. Because it's using your cards and all our values are going to be less than 3. And there you go. So we roll a card. It's a value of 1. I'm assuming it's taking that action value by the look of it. Success. After speaking with her, she introduces herself as Evelyn and just tells you that she is also looking for the Princess of Senanthia, so she decides to join you. Excellent. So we have now 4 people because this is Reginald's brother and now we've got Evelyn. Okay, so let's move on to the town. Town actions. You can craft new cards for your decks, upgrade any card that you have, and buy equipment for your heroes. Also, you will be able to claim rewards from previous games. Okay, so this is the town. We have town upgrades. So you get these boxes. We can do these upgrades. All right, so I guess it's like, let's just call it a tech tree in a way. I don't have any boxes, so I can't do any. And then we got other places. So we've got a magic forge, craft cards for your decks. So we can come in here and we can pick, crafting cards. In each town, you'll be able to craft cards that you have previously unlocked for all your heroes. Some restrictions will apply based on your town upgrades. So you can see the costs. So we can craft cards. So you could see if I click on each one of these, every one of them has 15 cards at the moment. And these are all the cards they have. So you can flick through and see all of the cards. So they're all going to be randomly come out of their deck. So it's basically their deck. And you can save and load a deck. You can change it. So you can craft, cards for any one of these. And these are the costs. Obviously, some are very expensive. And these are your shards to pay for them. I'm not going to do that right now. We also have a church, which we can use to remove cards. Now, you've got to have a minimum of 15 cards, so we can't remove any now unless we crafted more. But if you found there was cards in your deck you didn't like, they were useless, you want to get rid of them because they keep popping up every time and you hate them, you can come to the church to remove a card. And I'm assuming there's a cost. I haven't tried that, so I don't know. What else have we got? Zingria card. Pay gold to the beautiful Zingara and get a divination round. So I guess it's like a blessing or something like that. If you have enough money, the Zingara will grant you a divination card round. In a multiplayer game, everyone will benefit from this divination round. The higher the cost of a divination round, the higher the chance to obtain better cards. So you need 400 gold for that. We haven't got 400 gold. Armory, buy equipment for your heroes. So we can buy equipment. So these are these slots here that were appearing down the bottom of the combat, right? So every single one of these has these. And you can see, obviously, that was the Wolf Slayer one. Now, Andron here, he has a Ranger armor, which gives him a speed of +1. Evelyn has the jewelry, family jewels, which makes her resistant to, fire, ice, lightning. So resistance +6% to those. And Reginald, he was the one with the combat bandages. All heroes recover +3 HP. So we can buy these, which cost coin. And we can buy them for whoever we like. And then the last area is the altar. Upgrade your cards and transform those into more powerful versions. So again, this one costs shards. So let's, for instance, we got our deck. I can come in here, click first strike, one of them. So it's only one card. You're not upgrading all of them. You're upgrading one card, literally. And here's your options. You can pay 60 shards to upgrade this card to now do 11 damage instead of 9. Or you can pay 60 shards here and have the action points reduced from 1 to 0. So it's basically a free card. Does not use points. They all have different things and all different costs. This is extremely expensive, 180, but it would give you all heroes. This is a good card, Barricade, because you get to do a shield on all heroes, which is your entire team. That could be done at 12, or you could do it this one here, which would stay at 9, but it would also give you a reinforce. Right, so we can do that on any of these, but you can see you're not going to get to upgrade a lot because it's going to be very costly. What do I want to do? That is the question. I'm contemplating whether we just wait and save. But then again, it seems stupid to do that. Because it's like, you've got the money, you've got the cards. Why wouldn't you just take something? Okay, well, what have we got and what would be useful? When you die, retain additional 20% golden shards. Well, I don't really want to die. Plus damage. All resistances +3. Gain 1 evasion. Maximum HP +7. All resistances +3. That is very good. It's very expensive. But it's a good ring. I'm going to buy that ring. So now he's got a ring on. Now, you can replace these. So I could, though, later on, I could buy a different ring and replace that. All right, there's no problem there. I've only got 15 gold now. We spent way too much. So no one else gets anything. We do have shards, though. So, I like a good heal. I like the idea of reducing this guy's heals. I'm going to do that. It's going to allow him to heal a little bit more. Getting greedy, giving him everything. Now, do we make more powerful fast strikes or free fast strikes? That's a good question. It's got intercepts. But this one here, you actually sacrifice. So it goes from 9 damage to 6. I'd be more tempted to make him stronger. So I am going to do that. I'm actually going to give him... Actually, no. I'm going to find somebody that has one that we can hit somebody in the back as well. Okay, I'm going to make that one. All right, so we've spent all our shards. We may regret that. All right, there's nothing else we can do in here now. We've basically got no money, nothing else. So there's more things I believe you can do in the city. I don't have them yet. I don't know. Because if you look at the upgrades, there's things like here, unlock the pet shop. No idea what that is, but I'm really curious about that. You can reduce the costs of upgrading, you know, like grabbing something like that, or this one here, divinations. You know, there's a few here that are really good that you'd want. Anyway, let's go ready. Okay, so we've got 3 options. We can go this way, or this way. Either way, we are getting battle. But I guess it's different story each way you go. Like, ultimately, you come to a similar point, but you're going to have different story stuff. Some of these are really interesting. Yeah, it's like you're going to end up doing the same stuff all the way, but it's all going to be a slightly different story. So I'm going to go this way. And I guess you get different things to fight, because this is interesting. I haven't been this way because I've only played once. I went a different way and we had different things to fight. But that one there, because we went through a farm thing, looks like we're fighting corn. So that's very interesting. All right. Okay, so he's going first. He's got a speed of 21. He is fast. Okay, he's got 4 points. Okay, so this is our upgraded card that we spent money on. So this is a free card, but it's grant 1 extra card and look 5, discard any of them. I don't really. Gain 4 and draw an extra card. Okay, so we could... Oh, that's self. Okay, we have got a mark card here, so that would create extra damage on somebody, but that's 1 point. Well, we could do it now. Let's put it on the front one, because this guy's Magnus is going to hit the front a lot. So we've got 3 points left, so we could go straight for a big damage, but I guess we might as well go for the marked one. And then we can do a slice, which is only for the front, and we could do that, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to end my turn. It's going to go to Magnus. Oh, okay. So this is apply slow. So speed -2 per charge. Prevents 1 fast per charge. Remove 1 charge when this happens. All resistances -5 per charge. Maximum charge is 10. Right, so this is all monsters. So we play this. We make them all slow and vulnerable, basically. Now, can corn bleed? That's the only move I've got. Okay, so he's going to die. I'm going to defend myself, and then I'm going to pick... I'll give her a little bit. Oh. Ooh, yeah, you know what? 28. Let's see him get through that. Okay, so she has a fire blast, which is free. That's good. I mean, it only does 3 damage, but it's not bad. What do we got? Charge battery. Okay, it's going to electrocute. Deal 2. Apply 2, whatever that is. Lightning resistance. And then I also get an energize. Okay, I'm going to apply it on the back one. Just with some of the distance ones, I go for the back all the time because sometimes, like, well, other than something like Darkest Dungeons where there seems to be like a couple of options, like you could do front, middle, back. This one's either front or any monster. So you could pick any of these 2 back ones, but whenever I've got a move that is not specified for the front, I usually don't hit the front. I'll go for the back ones because, you know, Magnus will come in and all he can hit is the front half the time. So it seems silly not to use it. Okay, so Reginald's next. So I'm just wondering if we do that on that, it's going to energize him and give him an extra draw. Now, we can also give him one of those, so he's got a bit of protection, bit of a block. And then we'll go for a fire. Well, we'll go for 2 fires. Just wear him down a little bit, and then we'll end the turn. Alright, so we've got a heal, but there's nobody's damaged. We've got barrier. Nobody's got any fire on them, so that's no point. So we might as well do a Holy Smite. Let's deal 13, and I get a Bless. Okay, we'll hit that back guy, and then, like I said, nobody's heal. I'll give myself a shield. Okay, I think Magnus has got enough. I'm just going to heal. Not heal. Shield up them, and that's it. I think we'll keep our 1 turn. Okay, the corn is dead. Popcorn burst. Oh, so she's got a few hits in, because even the shield couldn't take it. Okay, so who are you? Andrin. I'm trying to remember the names. Right, so we can draw another card and gain a full shield. We'll do that first, because that can show us a good card sometimes. Okay, so this one here, we've got deal 10, apply 2 bleed and a slow, or we can do a bigger hit. going to go with a bleed. Oh, see, that's also any monster, whereas that's a front monster. Okay, now I'm tempted to go for the back one. I'm going to do it, actually. Ooh, no, we can't do it. This one here... Okay, so we get... Gain 2, so energy. Gain X energy used to cast cards. So if I did this, we could go for 2 more turns. But we will suffer 1 fatigue, so gain 1 less energy per charge at the start of the turn. Then remove all charges. Can't be dispelled unless specified. And this card gets burnt. So I could just kill the back one and be done with it. No, I can't. It's a front monster only. So if I did that, I could do a couple of hits. Alright, let's just do it. So now we've got 3 moves. That's still front monster. Okay, well, we'll go with that one. And then that. And then end. Magnus. See, Magnus is always front monster. That's what he is. He's the tank at the front. Okay, that's a big one. What have you got? You got two left. Alright, let's just kill that front one. You're done. Evelyn, can you finish him off? Oh yeah, pretty sure you can. You got 14, 15, frost. Alright, now this is why sometimes I don't go and buy stuff. Alright, locked cards. During your adventures you will discover new cards after each combat. All cards shown will be unlocked. Remember, you will only be able to craft unlocked cards, but you'll also be given this card. So our deck will get bigger. Now, we could pick, so each character can pick 1 out of 3 cards, or you can choose the shards if you don't want any of these cards. You can just go, I'd rather have 30 shards. But we're not going to do that. We would like to pick a card. So, repair armor. Dispel whatever that is. Any curses. Mark. Grant 7, 3. That's pretty good. Steel skin. Self. 20. 12, 2. That's bloody good too. We got a precise strike. Okay. This is actually pretty useful for Magnus, because his are always usually front monster. This one is monster. That means he could hit almost anybody. I'm going to take that. Okay, hit and run. Deal 15, gain an extra speed. You're already pretty damn fast. Quick shot, deal 6 damage to the front monster. That's front monster 2. Or we can go stealth and evade. Okay, I'm going to go with hit and run. Alright, Shadow Bolt. Deal 15, whatever that is, dark. Sorry, apply dark. Feel 15. I don't know what it is. It's a Shadow Bolt, I guess. 18 fire, target sides 8. Deal 5 ice, apply 1 chill. Shadow Bolt. Not that one. Alright, Vile Lance. Deal 11. Again, whatever that is. Let's just... It's not poison. I don't know what it is. Then you poison. Then you dark. Then you slow. Man, that's good. Purge. So that's... Alright, so you get rid of any of those elements. That's very good. And a Holy Smite. thought we had Holy Smite already. That's a 0 too. I think I'm going to grab the Clarity. Because we're considering him a healer. Alright, I'm going to go this way. Scorched Field. Crops on fire. Near the farm you come across a burned field and a burning house. In front of the house there is a fire imp causing fires next to some burning cornies. Even half burnt, the house may contain something valuable, but you have to deal with the fire imp and cornies first. You can deal with the imp and investigate the house or ignore him. Okay, so here's our choices. Combat. Attack the imp head on. Stealth. Hide in the cornfields and attack him by surprise. The group has to have 5 or lower. 82% probability. I will cast a cold spell to scare the imp. 25% success because you got to get a cold spell card. Okay, that's not great. Sneak away. Continue your way without attracting the imp's attention. Everyone draws a card. 88%. Alright, so 88, 82, no idea. So that's 3 or higher. That's 5 or lower. I'm going to attack the imp head on. Without hesitation, you charge forward. Whoop. So is this the imp? Is that what he... Fire imp, yep. And there's the roasted corny. Jesus Christ. They're already on fire. Suffer 4 damage at the start of the turn. Okay, fire damage. Alright. Good to see they're on fire. Okay. You've got all front monster turns. Oh no, you got that one. Alright, I'm going to go after the imp. Except now I can't. I've got to go for the front. Do I use 1 or do 2? You know what? I'm going to use 2 attacks. Okay, Magnus. Are you kidding me? You have no attacks. Oh, okay, we could do that one. Draw 1, gain 2. So, okay, we finally got an attack. Ah, this is the new one we just got. The new one we just unlocked. So I'm going to hit the imp. Okay, so we've got... Give him 5, and we'll give ourselves a lot. Okay, comes the imp. Deal 7. We're on fire now. Okay, the cards pop. It's so hard to see. Like, they just pop up so quickly. Okay. Great. Oh, jeez. Okay, we could do that. Okay. Nice. Not much in the way of attacks now. What do you got? 2 turns? We either do that. Who's coming up next? Gonna give myself the protection. Alright, we'll do one of these. We'll hit the imp. Okay, Reginald. Right, there's your thing. There's clarity. We don't have any of those conditions on us, though. We only have fire. And, of course, that's the one time they don't give us the one that's rain. Now, these have an X value, which you have to sort of look at what it's going to do, because it's based on your hand is equal your hand. I'm assuming that's what you've got here. So, like, she can get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Literally the amount of cards you've got. You can have ones that are your discard pile and all that sort of stuff. I mean, so we can heal her. It's sort of worth doing. I'll give him a bit of a barrier. Give her 1. And then that's, I think, it. Okay, Andrin. Okay, that one's more powerful. Right, we're going to get rid of the imp. And then we've got a front. That'll do. Magnus's turn. Okay, let's apply that first. Slow and vulnerable. Let's do a front attack. And I'm going to do that. That means he will die. And we'll end the turn. It's Evelyn's turn. Okay, so he's going to die. This one here, we can just gain 2 extra attacks. Don't know if we need it yet. Let's have a look. We'll leave it for a minute. Okay, I mean, that's sort of the most powerful. We'll go for the back one because he's going to die anyway. We can do another one. Okay, we'll do that. We've got 2 moves. And he's gonna die. And we'll just pick somebody. There you go. In the turn, okay, so Reginald can just spend his time healing if he wanted to. Okay, so this one here puts out, so it's wet, alright, so lightning damage taken +1 per charge. Prevents 1 burn per charge. Remove 1 charge when this happens. Removes burn from the target. Now this is global, so it actually applies to all. So you think, oh, hang on, you get 1 HP generation. It also fixes them. Now, the problem is, if I do this, it'll put out the fire on us, but it will also do it on them. See, now, he's not going to die now. That was the only thing going to kill him. He still will because he's got bleed. But I think we can still kill. Because we can do a holy smite. Probably a bit excessive. But we may as well do things excessively. Now, instead of waiting, we could just do the deed. Alright. Oh, that was an upgraded card. Okay, so some of them we do have, but they're upgrades. So, again, we can take the cards, or we can take 40 shards. Right, so let's have a look. Intercept. pommel from monster. I'm going to do the repair armor one. I like the look of that one. Hit and run. We did a hit and run. So you can see our deck size is growing. We've all got 16 now. Okay, that was the upgraded deal 16. Do like this one. Deal 10 plus then you've got the ice and the chill. So I'm going to go with an ice shot. Searing touch. Deal 7, apply 3 fire. Or deal 6 of that, apply 1 slow. Or deal 13 electricity, apply 1, whatever that electric thing is. Yeah, these are... Yeah, Searing Touch. Prayer of Protection grants 7 and 4, or Shield of Warding 12, 1 Vitality. Gain HP and max HP plus 5 per charge. Or there's another shield warning. I'm going to take that one. Alright, the burning house. You're at the entrance of the burning house. Clearly this was a poor man's house and you can see that the contents inside are already destroyed or burned. Before you leave, a chest catches your eye. Although the chest is still on fire, the fire is spreading rapidly and there will be nothing left in a few moments. Will you venture into the flames for a poor man's chest? Rush into the house and try to get the chest out. We've got to get a group of 4 or higher, which is 71%. You don't want to get burned, you leave. Let's take the gamble. Oh, hang on. Oh, it was 4 higher. We got it. I was thinking lower. Success. You come out safely with the chest. Although it is a bit burned, you proceed to open the chest. You get 80 coin and 56. I'm going to call it XP because you can see here we get to level up when we get to 160 of this. So I'm just calling that XP. I don't know what they actually call it. But whatever. Okay, this is the other reason why I don't always buy stuff, because we can also get these item rewards. This is all that's offered for the entire group, and we're going to go one at a time. So you need to think in advance what somebody might want. And you can see some characters have some already, which you can replace, but it's probably more sensible to get everybody with a full complement first before you start replacing. You can also choose 50 gold per character if you so choose. Now, if we have a look at Magnus, this is the only thing he doesn't have. Oh no, he doesn't have armor either. Hang on, what are you talking about? So let's have a look. So he doesn't have this. There's a few others that don't have that as well. That's fine. Every turn, 30% chance to dispel 1 curse. Okay. Or we can do an armor, which is burned item. If you play with fire, you're going to get burned. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? It doesn't really say what it does. Well, we've got a simple hat, which is gain 6 shield. Prevents 1 damage per charge. Remove all charges at the end of the round. Can't be purged. You know what? I'm going to take the simple hat. Cool. So it's unavailable now. We moved on to the next guy. Now, he doesn't have a ring. He doesn't have that. He does have the armor. He does not have that. Now, that's interesting. He does use a crossbow. So a crossbow makes sense. Damage +1. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Now, she already has a ring. So she has a 6% resistance to only those items. This is a 3% to all resistances. I think I'm just going to stick with what she's got. So I should go for this one. 30% chance to dispel a curse or this burned item, whatever that is. If you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Does that mean that they just naturally, so any enemy that attacks her will get burned? That's all I can assume. So if that's the case, that's every turn you get a 30% chance to dispel a curse. I'm going to go with a burn. And then he could also have a burn. Or he could have a ring. Or he could have soap. Okay, the soap, though, would replace his combat bandages, which we don't want. So he could have a ring, which is all resistance is 3%, or he could also burn people. Let's take the ring for this guy. Okay, now we've got two options. We got a map transition there. I don't know. I'm interested by this watermill character to go this way. I'm interested to go this whole path, to be honest. All right. But I think we're going to have to do that in the next video. I'm not sure how many videos we're going to do with this. As I said, I guess I need your guidance on this new game. Is it something that, it's just like, yeah, thanks for showing me that game. It's very interesting, but I don't want to see it on the channel anymore, but I might go and get it myself. That's a possibility. Or, yeah, keep playing it on the channel. It's really good. I like it. I want to see more of it. Let me know your thoughts. But if you like the channel and you want to support it further, check the description below. There's a link to a Patreon site and a link to a virtual coffee site. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out immensely. And I really do appreciate the support. Most importantly, leave a comment below. As I said, let me know what you think of the game, how I'm playing. Are you enjoying it? Do you want to see more of this on the channel? Or you don't want to see it at all on the channel? Or you want to see a little bit more, but not ongoing? Just give us a bit more of a taste, or say get to the next map or something like that, or till I die, if that happens. Let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to keep playing it, obviously, but that doesn't mean that it has to be on the channel. So let me know. I'll be checking the view counts as well, but sometimes they can be a little bit hard to tell with my low numbers that I get on the channel. So I do look for people's opinions, because that really does guide and help me. So let me know your thoughts on that. And I read all the comments, answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.